Hello, and welcome back, everyone. The name's Kahenkio. This game is Pokemon Duel. And I have a little special guest today because after I joined Ant Clan, a few days later, on listener stream, by the way, there was a person messaging me, being all friendly and all that, asking me if I cared to join a clan. And that clan was the X clan. It is basically the same as N, but in some aspects better, some aspects worse. It was Clyde. You probably don't know who Clyde is, but you will. This is a first. Nobody ever knows this. Only me, because he actually shared. So, he's a subscriber to my channel. He watches my stuff. I would gladly watch their stuff because they're going to make a YouTube channel really soon, and you should be tuned up for that as well because there are not many creators. And I mean, the more we get, the better it's going to be, right? So, I remember because I found a Reddit post once, and it was by this Clyde dude that is going to be live with us tonight. So, in a matter of weeks, there was a huge progress. Clyde, you mind sharing? Say hi.
Hi, Kahenkio. How's it going?
Pretty good, dude. Pretty good. How's it going for you? What time is it there?
Right now it is 3 p.m.
Wow, it's 10 p.m. here.
Yeah,
So
there's a huge difference.
We're in a really huge time zone. Share your nickname, share your in-game nickname with everyone so everyone knows who we're talking with.
Yeah, my nickname in-game is Chantala, or also some people know me as Chant.
Chant, so X Chant.
Yeah.
But why Chantola? That kind of sounds like female. Where did you come up with that one?
I never thought about it as female. It's kind of something that just came up to my mind, and something that I was just thinking about. I was just thinking about what would be a good name for a nickname, and it just came to my head, and it's been that way ever since.
You were chanting it in your head.
Yeah,
Chant,
you
it's
could say
chanting,
that.
and Ola in
Yeah.
Greece, it's like everything. Chant everything, basically, in Greek. Quite funny. So, is this your like nickname for all of your games? And if so, what other games do you play except Pokemon Duel?
For now, I'm focusing on Pokemon Duel because I think it's awesome. But I also used to play a mobile game called Vainglory in the past. I played stuff like, League of Legends. Everybody's
By the
heard
way,
of that.
Since you mentioned League of Legends, do you play Smite? Because you're quite an interesting player, and I would really like to team up with you on Smite games since I do play Smite a lot.
I haven't. I've heard about it, of course. I've seen some of your videos about it, but I don't think it's my thing. But maybe I'll give it a try and we can do a video on it sometime.
Sometime.
I'm always
That's
down
cool.
for something new.
Exactly. So, for those who haven't read the actual Reddit post, would you mind sharing a little bit of how you started the Pokemon Duel and what is your like mini version of the story behind it? I mean, the Reddit post was huge. Just give us the mini version.
It was really huge. It was basically an essay, as some people said. But basically, like everyone, I just started playing the game. I saw it on the App Store. I was looking for something new. I was looking for something fresh. I was looking for something strategic, something that fits my interest. I really like strategic games and all that. That's kind of my thing.
I already also played chess, so that's probably why.
Yeah, I've always loved chess and everything like that. But I found the game, and it was everything I was looking for in a game. I mean,
Even the RNG component of it, because the RNG is like
even the
the killer of it.
RNG. Yeah, I mean, I've never really been one to say the RNG is something bad in the game.
Okay.
I think it's awesome. I love the system.
Unpredictable.
And yeah, it's unpredictable, and I just think the system's very balanced, and it was way more than I was hoping it to be. Like, for a mobile game, this is actually really incredible what the devs have made. So yeah, here I am.
Well, I'm here too, and I'm in N Clan, and you're in a friendly rival, X Clan. Explain a little bit. What does this X stand for, and what you guys do?
First thing I want to mention is we were supposed to be originally the C Clan.
C Clan.
We're supposed to be the C Clan because, of course, my name's Chantala in game, so it's gonna be C, and my name's Clyde, so it was supposed to be C, but it got into a little bit of heat with the moderators about the name, and so we changed it to X, and X, it stands for like EX, legendaries, and we kind of want to be the best at the game, so that's kind of what we went with.
Well, it seems that you're running in late because Where was the question? I had the question right here. I'm gonna ask you later. But for now, I'm pretty sure some of your of viewers right about now care to join X Clan, and they've seen you around. I mean, X Attack is up there. I've played XBBS something. The dude tends to disconnect a lot. I don't know. He probably has shady internet, but we've seen you on the ranking. We've seen you on high rankings, and some of the people even now want to join. How do they find you? Like, where are you hiding?
Well, we made a Reddit post before where we had a link you could have messaged me, but
Okay.
if you want to join, you can add me on Discord. My
Discord.
name,
We'll put your Discord underneath in the description as a link, so everybody who wants to join their Discord, X Clan Discord, there can, or message you like, or your nickname if you prefer that instead,
yeah, for sure.
in the description. That'd be great. So what are the requirements so you don't get like spam, like a spam filter, let's say?
We do have pretty high requirements, unfortunately, but they are 2.8K rating,
Okay.
and you have to be active pretty much every day in the game. 5 out of 7 days a week. You have to be active in game and in Discord.
Oh, that doesn't cut it for me. I mean, if I wanted to join you, I probably wouldn't make it because I mean, I have a day job. It's a high schedule. I mean, I play Pokemon Duel as a hobby, and just being so active sometimes doesn't work for me. I mean, in the Nan clan, no one cares if I'm on or not. But when I come in, they always greet me, and they're happy about it. Why so high standards? Like, do you want to climb and be on the top rankings, whatever happens, or is it just that like you like the people there because you have the competition and you have some special events? What is it all about?
I think it's a mix of everything, really. We really want to have committed, dedicated players. I mean, the requirements are there, but they're not the most important thing for us. The most important thing for us is the attitude about the game. We really want to make sure that the people who do join our clan really love the game, are passionate about it, are passionate about learning, because we can fix rating. We have great players, we can always fix rating, but the most important thing is having a good mindset. And what else did you ask in that question?
Well, I think this answers everything that I asked. But the
Okay.
next question would be like, we can see N everywhere on the top rankings, alongside with the Japanese, alongside Dracula. Dracula is a subscriber of mine. He's a great player. Everybody hates him because he's so good. And we don't see you guys up there. What is it all about? Like, you say we're the greatest, we want to be the best, but where are you at?
Uh, I we definitely want to be the best, and I think we've done, given the time that we've started the clan and everything, we've done an amazing job. You know, we have members such as X Attack, X Dobby. You know, X Attack,
Okay.
by the way, is our clan mascot.
Oh,
Um,
nice.
Shout out to him. You know, he's a really nice guy. So we have already quite a few people in the top 100, and you know, we're all learning, getting better at the game, and I think it's just going to be time before you see more and more of us climb to the top.
Climb to the top. How many members does your clan have?
We just hit 60 members.
60 members.
Yes.
Okay, and how many do you plan on recruiting some more? Like, I'm pretty sure people are interested, but where are you gonna stop? Like, oh, there we go.
We're kind of looking to get over 100 members in our main clan X as of right now, and we'll see how it goes after we hit that barrier.
Okay.
But after that, we're thinking of making sister clans such as Y and Z, so we can
X, Y, Z.
carry more members. So
It's
you
pretty
might
funny.
see those in the future, and those might have lower tier requirements,
requirement,
so we
okay.
can,
Basically, like in every game, you have the clan and then you have the alliances to it.
for sure.
So, how come did you start a clan? Like, who did you start it with? What was like the beginning of it? How did it pop in your mind? Was it like your nickname? It just popped.
The beginning of it was just I wanted to start something that people really were interested in joining and could cater to a large group of the serious and committed player base. I just wanted to make a really fun time for people who weren't a part of the N clan originally, because I heard that it was a group of friends,
Okay.
you know, and so I thought that how about I make something more public, make something, because there was nothing really about clans. N was more of a secretive, everybody knew that N was the best, but N was more of something that people
Yeah, didn't know
Um,
about after until a
didn't
while.
really know about
Yeah,
until
you're right about that.
recently. And so I wanted to make something that people knew how to join, knew what it takes, and really see the progression. And so I came up with the idea with it. Actually, a member of the name, you guys probably know her as Tier Rip or
Tirip.
Tier.
And
Yeah.
Clan now knows it. Everybody else probably doesn't. But Japanese player, female player. Not that we have girls on the internet, but you know.
So she actually told me that I would be great as a leader for the clan, and so we kind of started it together, and it just blew up from there.
By the way, I just saw Ann Fodor on 139. Holy smoke! Did Fodor tank this month or what the hell?
I I didn't know.
That's
I
right.
mean, father has been climbing quite highly. I saw him like
Fodor, Fresher,
over.
everybody's up there.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, everyone I know, like ex Falcon, everyone is in 150, 150, top 150. But
Yeah.
there's a rumor that you try a little bit too hard in this game. Like, is that true? How many games have you had so far, this specific month?
This specific month,
Yeah, so far.
I probably don't have that much, and I'll tell you why. I've mostly been focusing on the clan itself because the clan
Okay.
is a huge thing for me. So I would say for now it's probably normal, maybe hundreds or so.
Yeah.
Um, but the last month I got my first month playing the game, by the way. I got about 1,000 games in.
Wow. I have about 1,000 games, but I started playing like the third day it was released. Plus, I had a switched account or whatnot. But I have
Yeah.
910 games overall in this month, 93. And also have 555 wins this month and 550 overall. That includes me tanking twice. So, do you tank, by the way?
I did tank. I tanked 760 or something like that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we actually, I will tell you something. We had a clan event at the very beginning of the season where we did a push. We had
Yeah.
all of our members try to climb as high as they possibly could in the monthly rating,
Okay.
and so at the beginning of the rating, we had so many members up in the top, and so
I mean, the beginning
that's
of the month is irrelevant. I've been number one for a couple of days myself, but what matters is actually the end of the month. So, what is your clan's best top? Let's say, is it top 50? Is it top 100?
what are you specifically referring to?
Like your best member, what is his best ending of the month?
Last month we had Busha, ex Busha or Busha Dean. He
Yeah,
was, I think, 28 in
28.
the monthly. Yes,
My personal is
but now,
111.
but now it's a little bit different because we have a whole bunch of new members. For example,
Okay.
ex Dobby, who's a phenomenal player. So we'll just have to see.
Come again?
Sorry. We'll just have to see at
Oh,
the end of
that's
the
right.
month how it
That's
is.
right. Well, I think everybody knows what you came here for, and it's probably the best of three that we're going to be having here. Since you're the leader of X Clan, I'm only here going to test you what you're good for. Like, I mean, people want to join maybe, but if you suck in this game, come join in, guys. I know this guy's probably good, so I'm going to set up a room match with the nickname Kahenkio009. Kahenkio, by the way, is left from the stream because Nhenki is really hard to type for the viewers, so I just let it be Kahenkio. And let's just jump straight into a match. Bring your best deck or your cheesiest deck, I don't care. I take you on.
Awesome. Good luck to you.
Good luck to you. Well, RNG, I mean, if I have any luck from the stream left, I steamrolled 7 out of the 8 games. So if I have any luck left, I mean, you're gonna die in a painful way. But you know my playstyle, I'm quite aggressive, so expect some cheese going through. That's just a fair warning. I mean, I don't know your playstyle, but I think I beat you on stream as well. So should we count that to the best of 3? Nah, that's unfair. But that's an interesting deck right there. Did I see a Leafeon?
Yeah.
Why do you care a Leafeon? Is that a Mew counter? This totally looks like my beginner deck when Gyarados was firstly introduced.
I actually really like Leafeon as a defender
Okay.
Because he's almost always very hard to attack. He's very punishing. If he gets a
Punishing.
grass whistle off, yeah, like if he gets a grass whistle off, he can just destroy your team.
That
And
is so
because
true.
it's basically either a free plate or a free banish unless you are already have two entry points of the
Oh,
opponent.
yeah, okay. Well, I mean, I wouldn't attack a Leafeon except if it's a Zapdos or maybe a risky Mew attack. But, you never know what the enemy has planned for you. I mean, this is my standard opening so far. Let's see what you have to say about it. A defensive move. Very nice. How many chain levels do you have on that Moltres? Okay, so that's the same with mine. So that's going to be pretty much a lot of neutral turns. Unless your Moltres sucks and rolls Steel Wings against my Crushing Flames, which I will only be happy about. I should have brought the Magmortar deck. I think that other time was quite great to knock two people out.
Oh, I saw that. That was actually really nice.
Was it actually you? No, it wasn't. It was
It
you.
was not. No,
No?
no, it wasn't.
I have to rewatch. Magmortars are so fun still. I mean, OP. But let's see that Gyarados. How much chain level on that? Oh, one more. I think I need to fuse something here. Definitely will need to fuse.
You mentioned that you wanted to fuse another Moltres into your main Moltres.
Yeah,
that would
that
be a
is-
good choice.
But it's 40k because it's the other Moltres is also 4 level because of the gym. So, we'll have to see from that aspect. Okay, let's just advance this one out here and end our turn. And I mean, you're set up defensively as hell. I cannot advance too much. Okay, that is great. Should probably be a little bit defensive myself. Going too aggressively, probably going to die. So, not going to risk it yet.
I'm gonna go for the knockout. Let's see if the roll is in my favor right now. Oh,
Okay.
Bruce.
Bruce.
Not quite what I was looking for, but it's not bad. It's definitely not
Definitely
getting
not.
knocked out myself.
Exactly. Well, I mean, it should definitely worth the double chance here to go and try to get that Zapdos off. Oh, the miss though. Totally gonna take it. Zapdos rolling misses is I mean, what? But I see the Leafeon. I see the Leafeon passing through that that Sceptile.
You see it coming.
Yeah, I know it coming, so. And I know what's next. I kind of knew where I was going. The territory was familiar to me. And since I don't want to get surrounded there, I just stop right here and continue with where we were.
Good thing is, though, that was actually a double surround threat.
I know. But at least now you don't take my point, and that enables me to advance with the
With the
Verizon.
Verizon. Yep.
It's not a good matchup against a Mew, but it'll have to do.
Yeah. Good thing about that surround, though, that trade for you, is that puts my Leafeon in a pretty awkward spot in the middle of two lanes, not really doing anything.
And allowing my Zapdos to go and pick it up.
Probably a good choice. I'm still gonna push for this.
Okay,
And I get it.
I was kind of baiting that because I wanted your Moltres to get away from there so I could jump over that.
I saw that. I
To
saw
get
that. Yeah.
surrounded.
I didn't want to let that happen though, so I want to take it out right away,
Yeah, you
just
saw
so I
that
can
coming.
advance.
That was such
Yeah.
a bait move there because I'm opening a spot for you to come in. I'm like, okay, take this, and you just don't.
I saw it coming.
Well, I think this is about time I start going a little bit aggressive on you because you're advancing too hard. Oh, the mist towards a magma slide. Okay, I take the burn though. I mean now it's having half a will of miss instead of half a will of awesome.
Good thing I have the tropical energy.
Is it gonna affect the Gyarados?
Yes, because it's a flying type.
Flying type on a Gyarados. How
Yeah.
screwed up is that? Well then, I'll have to try again. And hopefully get some results. I don't mind pushing you all the way through to your goal. Or this again. Because tropical or not, if you miss twice, you know, you miss the lunch and everything.
Oh
So-
man, the spins are just not in my favor today at all. That's what, 3 misses already?
I don't
That's
know.
unfortunate.
Fortunate for me.
Yeah.
Let's see what we can salvage out of that. I mean, you're playing the board really, really effectively. This is, you know, annoying. You're not just brute forcing your way through. But
I kind of don't want to let you hurdle this, because then it's kind of not going to be fun for me. So I'm going to be pretty defensive here.
but you have the Ho back, really back, so no matter what you do, I can still get the point closer to you. Like, I
Yep.
mean, this is free for me right here. By the way, why Ho-Oh? I mean, I have it, but it hasn't been working for me.
It's actually not a good pick at all. It's actually just I don't have any figures, so that's the best pick that I could have.
Okay. Oh, the crushing flames. OMG. Well, I guess my chain levels should probably work on you then. Just because I have the chain levels, I'll do this. Otherwise, I wouldn't. And the burn. Works for me. Works for me. And just because... I'm going to put you right here.
Alright, that was definitely a smart play by you.
Blocking the Mew from me.
Yeah, that I see that. That was a great play.
So what place do we have? We have a goal block. Basically an advance from here would be pointless. Okay, what can that Leafeon do besides be annoying? Not much yet, but we can see the advancement of the Mew. Okay. Let's see, Mew versus a Heatran has such a high chance of just knocking the shit out of that Heatran. But will he go for it?
I
don't think
am.
you want to. You are? Okay. Well, I hope you get burned.
Gotta
Or
double
bitten.
chance it.
Or bitten.
Oh.
Come on, get bitten.
See,
Ooh.
yeah.
One more. Is it gonna happen? Nope, shadow flip. That was like the best case scenario for you.
Had to double chance there, otherwise it was too risky.
Yep. But that was actually the best case scenario for you, generally speaking.
Yeah.
Because
Definitely.
you took the spot behind where my Virizion could have been.
And for here, my Leafeon actually isn't doing anything over there, so I'm gonna push it back so I can defend at least one entry point.
Okay, I see what you're doing there. So I'm going to be definitely going for this. Because I have the chain level on you. And that's the only reason I would ever do that.
Yeah.
I actually fused my my third Mew into this Mew. Like I was saving it for maybe a 2 Mew deck. But then I thought, nah. So I'm just going to jump this one there and let it be. Because I don't want any Zapduses going through on the field. Yet. So the Ho-Oh. What are you going to be doing, Ho-Oh? Okay. Well, I see the Leafeon. I can go here. There's not a long throw, there's just go block and hurl jump. Which will not help you in this situation. Except maybe
Will
the
not.
advance. Which doesn't matter too much because I'll just go ahead and block that one again. I know Leafeon's passive ability, I'm not falling for that. Never happened on purpose. Is this going to be
I'm
our
gonna go in
dance?
for the sleep. Oh no, I don't get it.
No, great, awesome.
It's
Okay, now we're in a
unfortunate.
fantastic spot. Fantastic spot. So, now it's your turn to make the plays. I don't even care. I just advance my Pokemon up and see what I can salvage out of you.
At this point, there's pretty much nothing I can really oh, except that.
Probably,
I
yeah.
can do that.
The misreason is real. But okay, I'm just gonna go here with the Mew and replace that for the time being. Let's hope that Mew can handle little Ho-Oh with the Rainbow Wing and everything.
And this is pretty much a toss-up. There's not really... Yeah, I got
There we
lucky
go.
there.
Shuttle flip. I'm gonna end my turn and begin replacing that once it fades. I mean, there's still the Heatran that you can go for, but I don't think you want to.
Yeah,
Because if
with
it-
the sea levels, I can't really do too much with it.
Plus, if it
Let's
fails,
be
you
honest.
just get this around
Yeah.
off.
Right away.
But I mean, I got more Pokemon to go for.
And if you want to go for that hose round, that's fine with me as well.
Yeah, I know, but then you're getting Zapdos and Gyarados and every other nasty
Yeah.
Pokemon out there, so... Sorry, but thanks, no. No thanks. I could actually go ahead and freaking push the Moltres away with the Heatran. But opening the gates of hell... Shuttle Flip. Okay, Hypersonic's gonna work as fine. But Shuttle Flip would just cost you the game right there.
It would have, yes, but there's unfortunately not much I can really do in this situation. Right here, since I can't really do too much, I think I'll go for a Rainbow Wing.
You can try.
Oh, got it. Maybe a little bit of a counterplay, since you've already extended quite a bit with the Moltres,
Totally.
and you don't have Gold Block.
But I do have the Hurdle Jump yet, and the Sceptile Stealth Hit is also a big tool in this. The moment your Rainbow Wing doesn't land... I mean, you can Rainbow Wing as far as that. But, let's go here.
Personally, I see I have a much higher chance of winning the game outright if I get... It's not a high chance, but if I get my 101, then it's much better than playing super defensively, since you don't have any counterplay if I get this. And I don't get it, but still have an extra turn.
I wouldn't bet on it. Because I'm going to attack right about now. If I fail this, I still get a monster to be on the back.
Yeah.
I didn't. But if my Moltres would die, I would still have my monster Pokemon ready to rumble and challenge your Ho-Oh. And if I did get the kill, you would straight out lose. So,
But
it's all or nothing.
I'm a firm believer in the fact that
Nope.
I lost it, but I'm a firm believer in the fact that offensive plays in like losing situations like this are
Mostly
a much better option than defensive plays.
I also agree to that. I also
just
totally
has-
agree to that.
Yeah. It just has higher win rate, but good game too. That was fun.
Yeah, GG.
Not very lucky with the RNG, but hopefully we can have another match and I can come back from this.
As you said, it's an aspect of the game and nothing we can do much about it. So I've been complaining about the RNG like in my last videos as well. So you need to give me a break on that also. But let's jump into the next one and see what we can get out of that. That was a very interesting game. Like, you played the board very, very properly, and very hard to find an opening and actually attack. And thanks to RNG, basically, I was able to pin you down like that. And to Sceptile, of course, for sustaining the Ho-Oh push, which isn't the greatest pusher, but hey, you know. So, let's go with the triple-double chance triple Magmortar team. Same password 009, the name is Kahenkio. And see what you have to bring on the table. I also noticed that you probably are countering me because you are getting the teams you want against my team. Like, I pick the team and then you pick the counter team, but how many can you have? Like, I mean, you can only build 5 teams.
I don't have a counter team for a lot of the things that you do because simply there's really no hard counter to Sceptile. He's just a beast,
Yeah,
you know,
he is.
and Virizion, you can put like a Zapdos, you can put a Mew on it, but it has just so much utility. It's not really easy to get by it at all.
Well, I mean, your chain level 2 Zapdos is a pain. I mean, I want to chain level my Zapdos to chain level 10, but I don't think I'm ever going to get that. in any case, let's just deploy this one this side.
I definitely want to respect this. Yeah.
I know what you can do. There's going to be a. Okay, I was expecting the Zapdos that side, basically. Because I was thinking, take the Zapdos to the opposite side so you can advance. I can advance on the other side. But hey, Mew is also. I think I can kill Mew just because I have the huge side of White as well, and it kills every aspect of the Mew. So.
It's definitely in your favor.
So far, so good. Let's see what we can get. There's a Zapdos. Great. If you can see, I have the force remove as well there. So if I get the chance for a double, triple flame gun with the... you're breathing on your mic too hard. But if I get the double chance on the flame gun with the force remove, I'm definitely going to take it. Just saying. So, do I want to be... Well, there's a Zapdos there, so I'm probably best with Heatran so far.
I would agree with that, yeah.
Because the Magmar doesn't stand a chance against Zapdos Thunder Crush. So let's just go and back up the Mew a little bit.
I want to put my Magikarp here so I can, just in case one of my Pokemon get knocked out, I can always just replace that with a really solid pick.
Okay. I mean, if Magikarp is solid for you, I can't disagree, but a Genesect can make it fly so far away.
Genesect is the thing of nightmares.
It's made out of nightmare, probably. Well, I think this is a legit try here. Just maybe for that little 50. We can try again and not get a miss. Yes, man. By the way, since the Mew dies first, does the Ho-Oh put it out again? I think yes.
I don't think so. I think...
No, the Pokemon that is closest to the PC gets knocked out. But it would be fun to know, because they get knocked out simultaneously, basically.
So I would say that was a misplay on my part. I wanted to set up for the Sceptile, attacking the Sceptile safely, but I didn't respect the Magmortar Flame Gun.
Well, you have your chance right about now for the Moltres.
Let's see if this goes in my favor. I'm surprised you actually run what was it? The EX remove?
Force remove?
Force remove, my bad. I'm really surprised you run that with this deck. Why do you run it?
Well, the thing is, with the Magmortars and the Flame Gun, there's a really high chance of attacking a Carp and having a Zapdos right next to it. And since my game style is very aggressive in general, I totally dig being on the aggressive side. I mean... Wait a minute, let me think a little bit here. I totally dig being on the aggressive side, so me being aggressive is usually rewarded with me taking entry points. And me taking entry points is very crucial for that plate, because when the Magmortar hits the Flame Gun with that plate, you can make the enemy lose 2 Pokemon in an instant. Okay, that didn't work in my favor. That was totally unplanned. I was planning to do the stealth hit towards that Leafeon, because you didn't have a Pokemon to surround me with. And if that would happen, I would get the Insta Surround next turn if I wouldn't die by, I don't know, Zapdos or whatnot.
I'm not too worried about that, because I can still move over with the Zapdos to block the Mew.
Yep. Well, now, but if I had both entry points, I'd then have the Force Remove, so on, so on. I think this could be the game point right there, because I don't have anything close enough to defend. So if that Magmortar fails, this is GG. But the Flame Gun is still in play, so I mean, not gonna happen. Well, that was a great play by you. I should have probably moved a little bit more defensively. I can't reach it with anything, basically. So I'm just gonna move here, just in case you misclick and you click something else. Which actually has happened to me.
Yeah, that has happened to me for the first time last week, and it was one of the saddest things ever.
because it actually ended costing me the game after all. And
Yeah.
that is the worst part. But well, 1-1, that is GG. I mean, I should have been a little bit more defensive with that. The hurdle jump should have been a cue to back off a little bit. But not respecting that costed me the game, and I'm super hot right about now. Oh my god. I mean, the day today specifically is super rainy here, which is unusual for Crete Island. I don't know if you heard of it, it's in Greece. And
I
we're
have.
having the tropical climate here. It's crazy to be so rainy. Whew. So I'm super warm right about now. In any case, that was a fun deck. Let's go ahead and play something a little bit with higher difficulty. I mean, you do have that tropical energy, but I think this deck is very, very scary at the very least.
I have to say though, at the very beginning when I put that Mew instead of Zapdos, that was actually I didn't think about it that far. I was kind of thinking so you wouldn't get the Sceptile surround, and I wouldn't
Oh,
have to risk much by putting it. But that actually was a misplay by me because, as you saw, I couldn't really attack it safely at
yeah,
all because of the flame gun. And so,
precisely.
if
Well,
I would,
not the
if I,
flame gun, but the fire punch. Because of the 60 damage, your Mew would die anything
yeah,
but if that's
and
rolled.
I should have probably played Zapdos and just played more defensive around that entry point. So if you did go for the stealth hit, then you would have been surrounded as well.
As well. Yeah, that was my actual the first bait. I was trying to bait these Zapdos on that side, so I don't have to deal with it on the other side. When I was planning to deploy the other two Magmortars, as you know, I set
Yeah.
up a Heatran, I set up the other two, because it was forced to set up the Heatran. Well, in any case, let's see the tropical energy against the Cosmo energy. Who is going to be the final and deciding winner of this best of three?
I see you're really learning from your N clan.
Well, the thing is, after the Dax is being kind of balanced at the moment, I still believe that the defense form is broken. Don't get me wrong on that. But I think I didn't have the chance to be playing the full potent, the full expansion of this game, just because the Dax were so broken at the point where it was stupid to play them. It was easy game, every game, you know? So now with the time, with the dimensional sleep, with the tropical energy, with the Metagross, and a lot of things countering the Daux meta, I think trying it out and maybe getting a hint of the game a little bit as it is fair for me as well. I mean, I also played this game. I also enjoy it. Why the hell not enjoy the rest of it? You know.
Me personally, I've never been one to really be against Deoxys players because I really wasn't a part of the huge Deoxys OP period
Uh,
of the game. So I really wasn't a part of it, so I never really understood the negative stigma. I mean, it's still just a game, but I think that playing Deoxys in this meta is actually not only fun but challenging. So
challenging because the
I think
Cosmo Energy
yeah.
cannot be deployed first. You can only switch with a Pokemon on the field, and deploying the defense form, one of the first Pokemon that blocks your entry, is not advisable by many people. You know, you have to deploy more, and the defense form is actually the one that is stopping the rush. And if there's a rush, you have a hard time going through it.
I mean, the only thing that I don't like about Deoxys is in the meta how it's really good and it makes it so it's a rock paper scissors. So if someone wants to run steel Pokemon and it gets pretty hard countered by Deoxys, then that's not the best. But besides that, I think it's a fun deck and I don't have it, but I don't have really anything against people who do play it.
That's cool. I don't have much against people who played either, but there was a time where I would get super salty playing against Dao decks, and I would make videos on my channel about it. And there was the Daux week where they were actually taking apart gyms. So taking apart gyms is not something you want to see by a Pokemon that is not meant to be on that gym. You know.
Yeah, I completely agree with that point. Let's be real here. If Deoxys is beating decks of the other type, that shouldn't be a thing, but what can you do?
Precisely. Precisely that. Well, I see what you're doing there, so I'm going to be trying to kinda, sorta block you off a little bit. I don't really remember what. I don't have a goal block here, so I'll have to be a little bit more defensive of that goal. But I think I'm pretty safe going here. Right about now. That was a smart play by that Leafeon to take that spot there, because otherwise I would have hurdle jump my speed form to take the entry, but now you had the surround on me, so I couldn't. But I take the entry point nonetheless, I think, out of this one.
Yep.
But
That was a good play.
Crazy rush is not happening anymore. I mean, with the speed form going through and everything. So let's just jump straight here. Take that. I think I gave you a free surround right there, but I don't actually mind, because at this point in time, the Zapdos being there is a good thing for me. Because now I can do whatever the hell I want. There we go. Now we're playing.
And you're not worried about the surround since your Deoxys defense form is only 1 MP?
What do you mean?
Like right here, when I move my Ho-Oh, you're not worried about getting surrounded?
Right there?
Yeah, in the corner.
Not really, because I was planning to do this. You haven't activated your tropical energy yet, so this
I
grass
have not,
whistle
yes.
could be your demise. Nope, not gonna happen. So you have now 2 targets for this round.
I will definitely go with the attack form, because that's the biggest threat for right now. Your speed, Deoxys isn't really doing anything besides holding an entry point, and I can always take that out later.
That is totally true. Well, at the moment in time, I just have to be a little bit defensive right here. Let me just do this and see what I can salvage, because that I didn't expect the Leafeon to be so survivable. I mean, it has almost half a veil of white. Could almost roll out for me. It's going to be a tropical energy going through right about now. You learn from your mistakes, mister. But that is only allowing me to defend. I mean, soon I'll start cycling, and since your points are going to be freed at any minute of time. Okay. Great. Not going to make you respin because I can't, but I take the Zapdos gladly out of the game. And
for now.
Out of my mind. Yeah, for now. I don't mind. I don't mind too much. Because that only brings my teleportation form back on the field. And I'm going to be trying with the Leafeon.
I would really like a grass whistle right now,
Yeah,
and I get it.
Happen. You get it.
And that's going to be really, really good for us.
Well,
because now I have...
Not obligatory, because you're going to take the entry point, I'm guessing, right? And then
No, I'm going to go right here.
Okay.
And I'm going to get a free turn from this, because it's a goal threat.
Yeah, but I wanted to gold block anyway at some point, because I don't carry the gold blocks because of the scoop up. And I do yet have a scoop up. And you surrounding that will just bring another one.
Yeah, that's true. It's not like a devastating play, because I wouldn't be able to get out 2 of your attack forms from the game, or for now.
I wouldn't surround it. If I were you, I wouldn't surround it. There was no point. You had a free Pokemon staying at a point for like being immobile. I would still need to scoop up, expand a plate.
The thing I didn't want you to do is I didn't want you to revive it back into the game with your Deoxys speed.
Well, that is also true. But I mean, you didn't have to surround. You could move the Ho-Oh a little bit to the right. After the surround, it still had 2 MP to go to the right and block my speed form from it. You had it slept, and I would either dispose of the scoop up to bring it back on the game, because you didn't held my entry points. That was basically the idea.
Yeah.
Well, in any case, let's just go out here and start doing some nasty stuff to your Pokemon, because... Oh, the dodge, though. The dodge towards a gust. That was the best case scenario for me there. Didn't happen. Okay. Let's see what you do there. The tropical energy coming in really strong. That's anti-Daug's team. I actually saw that the first 2 games, and I wanted to showcase it a little bit, because we don't see many Daugs anymore and this one is actually a really really nice showcase. Not that the teleportation form would, showcase it enough, but you know what I mean. The mist towards the psychic gonna work miracles for me, but it's gonna put out both of your other Pokemon out, which is not so great.
I'm also kind of trapping your Deoxys attack form right now with my Magikarp.
I don't actually need that, and you know it. Because my goal right about here is to take out anything that stands in front of me to get to that entry, basically. Let's see what you decide to deploy. Okay. I mean, this is almost obligatory to do right about now. Oh no.
Fair enough.
Wow. Okay. 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 I get where you're from. It's totally fine though.
Finally getting some rolls in my favor.
Yeah. We'll see.
Let's see. I'm gonna go for this. I think this is a decent chance. I know you can switch to your normal form, but I still see this as a decent chance.
And my
I
normal
just
form
closed the game.
will roll teleport. Trust me.
Yeah. Otherwise, I
just
can
roll.
maybe reroll.
Oh, there we go.
Nice.
It didn't roll a teleport. I mean, I played a game with Finn from my Discord, subscriber of mine, and I had this teleport against his. He was threatening my goal. I attack and I get the teleport with something super weak, and my Daux normal form rolls a teleport first with a double chance, and I re-roll and it rolls a dodge, and he just wins. With something super weak, I don't know what it was, but anything would actually kill. Anything.
That's just unlucky.
Very, very unlucky. But at the moment in time, I just hate your carp there, so I'm probably going to try and kill it off if I don't roll a miss. So I can actually get some breathing room here. And let's see what's your plan on it.
My plan really right now is to try and punish. If you try and go for that attack and you fail, then I get both entry points. If I lose the roll, then that's not really too much of a problem because I can cycle back the Ho and get that Gyarados and Mew back. So, just trying to play by pressure.
But what if I have the one entry point with my defense form? What about that? Like, what do you expect to get from that?
What are you specifically talking about?
I have the defense form on, right?
I'm not too worried about it. I really can't do anything about it at this current point in time because you can just switch. So it's too risky to attack. The best thing I can do is just hope you miss one attack, and then I can start working my way and cycling back for a finish to this game, which right now is actually it's a pretty good game, I would say. So
well, let's see where it leads us.
I definitely think you probably would have been better off if you had gone more aggressive with your Deoxys speed forms at the early start of the game. But because if you think about it, you could have really pressured that, and that's a really good Deoxys stack for the meta. But you chose not to, so I'm trying to take advantage of that.
That's quite interesting. Let's see what we can do here. I cannot attack this Leafeon because of the threat of being put to sleep. I don't want to attack that Zapdos either. But you'll make me, won't you?
This game might just come down to a single roll that will decide the game.
Probably.
That's how I think it's gonna go.
D slipping away.
Dimensional slip, your dick off, right?
Pretty much.
So let's see if this goes in my favor.
Okay. Not really.
Nope.
No. So You were in the spot where you wanted me to be right about now. And I have the upper hand as for now, right? Let's see where
Yeah.
that can get me. I mean, I can still be put to sleep by that freaking Leafeon. Okay, okay, I see where this goes. What I want here is actually a teleport, nothing more than that. Or that. I mean, this is the third miss your Gyarados rolls in this series. Holy wow. You probably should switch that Carp God away for something totally different and irrelevant.
Usually Gyarados is pretty good for me. I guess now he's, after all those hyper beams and all those storms that he's got in the past, now he's just paying me off with all these misses.
I mean, you lost the game
Right.
right about here.
Pretty much.
No matter what you do, this game is lost for you. Because
Yeah.
when the moment this Leafeon loses, you lose.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it was a
not
good
bad.
game. As I said,
was.
it pretty much came down to that one roll
Probably,
at the end.
Probably, yeah. That Zapdos being... Because I decided to take the entry point because if I actually stand by the Moltres, the defense form would take so long to surround you that you had more chances to do. But okay.
I can't really get rid of any entry point because you can just switch to the defense form, so I'm kind of just in a sticky position.
Yeah.
I don't have much to do.
But the thing is, you
Let's
also
see.
have 45 seconds to go, so I'm not too worried about you crafting something super strong either.
Yeah. And I can't really get off the goal easily. All I can really hope for is some sleep that you get. That's really all.
Yeah, something like a miss, because the Deox D form is not actually leveled up at all. Like, it's 0 level, I'm thinking right about now, is it?
For
Yes.
which?
The defense form. My defense form has a really huge miss because it's level 1 right about now.
Yes, that's true.
I haven't leveled
But-
much of the Pokemon here.
This is pretty much game here anyways, since I can't really roll anything unless I get a super lucky.
You got the super lucky roll, but it wasn't so lucky in your
Oh.
favor either.
Unfortunately.
God.
Yeah. But hey, that's just how the game goes.
So far, so good. Let's see.
Now you just have to make the final push.
Yeah. There we go, another miss towards the Psycho Barrier. Gonna be going here. Ending my turn. 35 seconds to go. And that will conclude also the episode, because I'm starting to tear up. I forgot to wear the glasses, so...
Not making good use out of that goal block for sure, and that hurdle jump. Kind of wasted.
Wow.
Definitely have to consider something like a long throw.
Or a Max Revive, something like that. I mean, you played it perfectly with the Pokemon you had, but Deoxys are just still a powerhouse, so...
And still, even with the tropical deck and everything, just... At this point, it's pretty much game. Nothing I can do. You can just switch. I probably actually should have gone for that grass whistle earlier instead of hurdle jumping, but oh well. Good game.
Yeah, GG. Let's go for the counter.
Yeah.
Like the finishing move.
The BM win.
OMG.
And you get it.
That didn't
Good
just have to get
game.
it. Well, GG, yeah. Chant, well played. Totally a formidable opponent. You would like this guy as your clan leader, I promise. So, if you enjoyed this video, put a thumbs up. If you enjoyed Chantola, read the description. There's going to be his nickname. It's Clyde. Hit him up on Discord. I'm probably going to leave the Reddit post as well link. So anybody who haven't read it, go ahead and read it. It is Reddit. It is actually a really nice essay masterpiece. You'll probably definitely enjoy it. As for now, goodbye from me. Goodbye from Clyde. Say goodbye, Clyde.
Bye. Bye, everyone.
And as always, have a nice day.